Hello Aquarius, thank you for tuning into your love read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Modern Spellcaster's Tarot by Melanie Marquis, illustrated by Scott Murphy. For the supportive oracle cards, I'm going to use the Angel Answers Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. Relationship first, single second, and I pop out the oracle cards as needed. Yes. Now, just move that out of the way. I'm feeling like we might need more, but I'm not really sure. Alright, I'm do this like I normally do. If the need comes forward at the time, we'll pull forward things as necessary. I know a lot of times they don't want certain messages to be corrupted until they're ready to put in more information, so we'll go forward that way. Alright, so, Aquarius. Which one are you starting with? You got the Queen of Wands here. Now, this is usually a very active card. I have to be honest with you, I'm getting like she's shutting the gate. Like, her active energy is she's actively shutting the gate. Like, she's like, no more. She's putting her foot down is what I feel. Like, done. Like, she's just saying, this is where I stand. Boom. It's not a bad thing. It's just like, this is where I'm done. I'm shutting the gate. I feel like that's her active energy. She's like literally getting up and shutting that gate. This is because the Queen of Wands, especially for me as a fire thing, blah, 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 blah. I'll stop going on about that. But I feel like she's physically like shutting it down. Like, she's doing what's necessary. She's taking that action, shutting it down. I feel like that's what's happening here. Now, is this opposition? I feel like this is what the other person, your partner, wanted. This is Aquarius. Aquarius is air, and I get that, but you're shutting the gate, you're shutting the situation down. I feel like this is what your partner wanted, though, and I feel like, is that what they wanted? Yes or no? I'm getting a no, so I don't feel like we're going the right direction. Let's keep going. I'm getting they're locking the gate, though, so how is that not what they wanted? I'm seeing this person, I'm seeing like you're shutting the gate and they're locking it. I'm not sure if it's what they wanted, because it doesn't seem to be hitting easily. It seems like that's what they wanted to me, but I'm getting like this weird feeling, like, since the gate is shut, I'm going to lock it. That's what I'm getting from this. And like, you're shutting it down, they're making sure it stays shut down. I don't think you like that. Now, the Ten of Swords is devastation, but I feel like what's really aggravating you here, not that it's shut down because you chose to do that, what's aggravating you here, like really bringing you to this low point, is because you're not able to reopen that. That gate has been locked, and you don't have the key for it. And that's not sitting well. That's the Ten of Swords. That's devastation. Like, almost like you're like, I wanted to be able to reopen that if I felt like it, but the way your partner seems to come in here, I feel like this is like, no, I feel like you can't reopen it, and that's not, you don't like this. You don't like this at all. Now, where is this going the next? Because I'm seeing like, your partner thinks this is for the best. They feel like they're doing this for your best interest. They feel like they're helping. This is part of the devastation, though. This is part of it. This is part of why you're down here in the dumps about it, because, one, you can't reopen it. Your partner locked it. But your partner feels like they're helping you, and they feel like you're aware of this. And it's just like, you're just feeling this support from them. They're locked. You shut it. They locked it. They're not letting it come back open. And it's not that you want to reopen it right now, but you like the option there. But the option has been taken from you, is what I'm getting. And I feel like that's really like, it's hard. It's compounded with this because your partner feels like they're helping you. They're feeling like it's in your best interest. They're helping you. And you're just like, I don't want you to take the control from me. Like, you don't like that. Because I'm not sure you were convinced that you wanted to keep it shut. You just wanted to shut it for now. But they're like locking that gate. They feel like they're doing this for your benefit. That's not, I don't feel, you don't like this. This is the devastation thing here. Because you want more control over that. I don't really feel like you want to walk away permanently. But the way this is going, you might have ended up walking away permanently by shutting that gate. Because your partner locked it. Now, I'm feeling like your partner might have burned a bridge is why. Like, sometimes people have arguments or whatever. And your partner might have said something after the fact that burned the bridge, like locked the gate, burned the bridge type feeling, if that makes sense. And the only way to really fix that is like they have to fix it because you didn't say something, they did, and they felt like they were doing it to support you. So I feel like this is more descriptive about what's going on here. It's like you shut off communication with somebody, you shut the gate. Your partner backed you up on that, but they said something that burned the bridge, like that. Your partner burned the bridge, so your partner has to be the one who fixed the bridge. You can't really go back. You can't fix it. They have to because they did it. If that makes sense, and that's why you're not. That's why the devastation is here because you kind of wanted a break, but your partner kind of blew up the bridge, burned it down, gone. So they have to rebuild it because of you're together and. They did it, not you. You can't really apologize for them, or they have to handle it. I don't feel like you like this at all. That's where this is coming in. I feel like the energy's starting to run, so we're gonna kind of slow it down. Now, your partner is still feeling like this was a good thing. 10 of Cups, all the confidence in the world in what they did, all the confidence in the world. Feeling like that was the best thing. They don't regret it at all. Not at all. Is that correct? They don't at all. I don't think you like it, but they're fine with it. There's this face down card. They have you. They have more of you now. Like, I feel like that situation took up some of your time, and that time that was spent on that, they get that time. This person loves you. Definitely loves you. I don't want to make that any confusion. I don't want any confusion with that. The reason they're thinking this is a great thing is because they get more time with you. And they love you. They love you wholeheartedly. This was face down. So it's almost like they get to spend more time with you. There's more lovey things coming from them. They're very, like... I'm getting kind of like a huggy feel here. Huggy kissy feel, I have to be honest with you. I mean, it's the romance card, clearly. So like that would be out in left field. But... they're happy about this. They feel like they have more of your time, more of your attention. Extremely happy. Extremely happy. You have the 5 of Cups. You love your partner. There's no doubt. I don't see any doubt in that. But it weighs on you. This other situation, the damage that's been done, weighs on you. It meant more to you than what your partner realizes. I feel like that's why. What they did... They really was not cool with you, and it's making it. They thought they were doing something to your benefit. They're still coming at you in a very supportive. They love being with you. They seem to be like reinforcing like that was the best decision, and you don't feel that way, but you don't want to. I don't know. You don't feel the way they feel, but you don't want to like push them back because. They're showing support for you. You're realizing it's the support they have for you that's kind of driving this. And you don't want to be like, well, that's a bad thing. Because them supporting you, that's definitely a good thing. It's just this is going the wrong direction. And I don't feel like you're pushing it back. I feel like you're trying to handle this. Like, this seems to be a sensitive situation and you're not pushing it back. And especially with Aquarian energy, very intelligent for the most part. The ones I've known, my grandmother, I have a couple friends, very intelligent energy from what I've seen. It's not like you couldn't say something if you wanted to. I feel like you're just like, what's to say? It's kind of like one of those things, like, what's to say? One of those things. Like, it is where it is. Damage has been done. I understand why my partner did this, but I don't want to be fighting a battle on two fronts, if that makes sense. And if I start pushing back with my partner, well, first of all, we have that one situation that's already kind of been obliterated. But then I have a second situation that's going to be painful too, and I don't want that. I don't want that, so I'm not going to push this back. Now, what is going on next is a good question, because you get the Five of Swords with the remain positive. I feel like you're trying to... Oh boy. Okay, I see this kind of going in the sense, whatever went wrong here, the gate you shut, the communication you turned off, the bridge your partner burned, I'm seeing like you have another way, like that might have been the bridge, that might have been the main bridge for one thing, but you may have another way over. You may have another way across the pond, another way across the river, whatever you want to say. So, I'm getting this Five of Swords, like communication is starting back up. You can't go through the gate anymore, but you have another way to get over there. You have another way to get through the fence. You have another way. It's a little less obvious. It might take a little more work, but you have a way to do it. And you're seeing if you can correct this situation. You really have to have your wits about you for this, because this is delicate. This is delicate. This is delicate. Because you're trying to not cause waves, but you're trying to find out what the true damage was that was done, what was said, what happened. You're trying to iron it out. And I feel like you're first going to the other side and trying to figure that side out, and then you're trying to find a way to bring it over to this side. Is that correct? Yes, yes. Okay. This feels complicated, I gotta be honest with you. I'm like, So, being a general read, if this doesn't hit for you, that's probably a good thing. If it does hit for you, let's see if we can get this to a good point for you at least. This is next what's popping in, so I'm going to go with it. Ace of Swords. What is happening here? Your partner knows. You may have found another way across there, but it doesn't take long for them to figure out that you've been communicating with this other side, whatever that is. That gate that you closed, they know you got a way through it. You found your way through there, and this isn't their spiritual position now. They're standing strong. They're like, why are you doing that? This is again where you're having that Five of Swords energy. You're trying to work it out. I feel like it's delicate. I know this is like a defensive, standing against the opposition, warding away anything that could cause you harm. But I'm feeling like it's a delicate situation, and I feel like you're active, and you're not. I don't feel like you're shy on what you have to say, but you're very choosy on what you say, and you're choosy on what you get involved in. I feel like you're able to move it around a bit, so that way if it seems like it's getting a little too heated, you can move it in other ways to like kind of like almost like a diamond that splits off like they use them in computers because it splits off the laser in so many directions that it kind of cools it down, from what I understand. So it's kind of like you're that diamond that's like diffusing all the intensity and making it go out in many different directions, so it kind of calms down and just kind of relaxes and cools down a bit. Because it's very particular, it's very delicate, best I can say. They know though. It's interesting, it's coming up in the spiritual position, but I feel like they're saying that your partner knows. It doesn't take much. Not that you're surprised about that. And it wasn't like, I feel like the way it happened though, it's just like you found a way to get over there and talk. And it wasn't like, maybe it was a day, possibly two at the most, before they brought it forward to you. But it's not like you were holding a secret. You can just kind of pass it off like, well, I just didn't get a chance to tell you yet. And it's easily pacified that way. And it's not about that. This is about, why are you doing this? That's their question. Like, why are you going that way? Okay. Now these come together. You have the King of Wands, your partner has the Five of Pentacles. You're trying to repair the situation. I feel like at this point is where you're telling your partner, I didn't want this destroyed, I just wanted to break. I understand that I vented a little bit here and there, and I gave you the impression that that was what I wanted. That is not really what I wanted. I was just venting my frustrations, and this went too far. So I want this repaired, and I'm doing what I need to repair the situation. I would like your support in that as well. I don't know if you're actually asking for the support at this point, because with the Five of Pentacles, I feel like they're kind of like, I feel like they're feeling a little dejected. They're like a little embarrassed. They don't really want to deal with the situation. I feel like they're kind of like, they're going to the background of the whole situation. They're pulling back, feeling like maybe this will just pass. Maybe this is a temporary moment. They're hoping it is, because I feel like however they burn that bridge, they don't really want to get back into that. I feel like there's kind of like a little bit of anxiety about handling that. And I'm getting, with them, they may stay in this mindset for a few months. This is not going to pass soon. It's going to hold on for a few months, a little while. A notable time, there you go. A notable time. So I feel like you might be on your own for the most part fixing this, and your partner kind of takes a back seat, kind of fades to the background. Not as much involvement as if they were involved before. It's not as much as they were before. If they really weren't, they're just going to kind of stay out of sight of the situation as much as they can. Okay. Now, what makes the situation better, you get the Justice card here. So things are going back in line. You are repairing it. You're talking it out. Things are going back the way they need to. I feel like justice is being served, and like things that were said are being addressed. How you really felt is being addressed. Why you felt the way you felt is being addressed. They're telling you, you're telling them. There's a good conversation that happens. A good conversation. And I feel like things are stable. There's still this moment here where I'm seeing like your partner, they have the King of Swords, and they have the listen to your intuition. I feel like it's slow going, but are they coming back around? I have to say, I'm looking at it now. I'm feeling this card is more of like, they're kind of, I'm getting like this stubborn feel, I have to be honest with you, like not really wanting to go back on what they said. They're not really sure what they want to say about it. It's going to take, like, the listen to their intuition is right next to it. Like, it's going to take them a while to really get comfortable with making peace. First, they have to get comfortable with making peace, and then they have to get comfortable with how they want to handle it, and then they have to find a way to communicate that. And I feel like it feels so labored. It's just like going through these motions is going to take a while. I'm just feeling like it's a slow movement forward. Not that that's normal for the King of Swords, but I just feel like there's a direct opposition to the whole situation at this point, and it's just taking him a while to really come around, him or her, whoever. I'm just saying him because it's the king, but him or her, whoever. As it comes forward, I feel like when they're ready, I do feel like this kind of softening up and loosening up, and kind of, I don't know if it's gonna. I feel like it'll be livable, because I just feel like it's such a slow thing, and I just feel like there's resistance here. It's gonna get to a part where it's livable. It's not so much an issue, but I feel like your partner might stay as far away from the situation as they can. Even if they make it right, they're still gonna hold back. And part of this might be, one of the ways they resolve this is just to stay completely out of it. I feel like that could happen. I feel like they should make this right, but they could just end up pulling back as much as they humanly can. And that might be their version of a resolution for the situation. All right. For what it was, that's where this part is ending. Okay. I keep looking, I always look for that silver lining. I don't know, I feel like that's as silver as that lining's going to get for right now anyway. Things could change in the future. Things have to play out naturally. But for what I'm seeing for right now, that's kind of what I'm getting. All right, now let's do Aquarius singles and see what we got for you guys. Aquarius singles. Messages for Aquarian singles, empowering messages that help them move forward in life the way they want to, help them find the love and joy they want, and feel strength and empowered in this situation. If there's anything they need to know to help them make a better decision, I pray that comes forward so they can easily identify it and move forward as necessary. Now am I gonna do this? I think I am. Let's find out. Shuffle for a second, because good read, bad read. I guess you have to judge for yourself. And only good or bad in the sense of like where it's going. Now this last spot is interesting, but let's see. Now, okay. This is the strongest card starting it off. Two of Cups. I feel like you've made a connection. And you're feeling like the other person is on the same page. You've made a connection, you feel like you're both on the same page. It feels good. Now, I'm noticing like these pieces, there's a couple pieces that are kind of separate from each other. This seems to be talking about where it's starting off from. Because I feel like you got two things going on here right now. First, you have the Three of Pentacles. You feel like you've made a connection. So you're talking with this person and you're trying to like see what can we make of this. You're feeling that connection and you're thinking they feel the same. So you're just like, when this Three of Pentacles comes in, you're like, we just need to put this together and start something. Because I feel something, and the way that went down, I'm sure you felt something too. I do feel the Chariot, but I don't feel it going the way you'd like it to. I just got to be fair, because I'm seeing the Nine of Swords below it. I don't feel like this working out the way you thought. The connection was good. You felt it. For whatever reason, the other side, like especially since I'm getting the Seven of Swords for them, they're picking up and walking away. It was a good moment, but for some reason they're thinking they can't do this. They're moving on. The Chariot here is, I feel like that's them moving on, but I also feel the Chariot is also talking about you letting it go, because I feel like it's a shock. It's a shock because you felt like they had to be on the same page as you were, the way that came down, and you're just like, how did that happen that way? And they just kind of stepped out of the situation, and I feel like you're just kind of left kind of like shook a little bit, like what? And you just kind of gather yourself up, not happy about it. You're not happy about it, but there wasn't enough here to get devastated over, but you're not happy about it. And you're moving forward in a different direction. I feel like you're letting that go. Now, I am wondering, okay, let's see. I am getting, like, we have these two cards. The top card is the Death card, and then you have the Four of Pentacles in the past. I feel like this person may have been holding out. The situation may have been, like, around you for a while, just not really landing, and just this moment hit. But this person, other person, I feel like they were holding back for the longest time. And when it finally hit, you thought everything was great, and they went the other direction. This seems to be the end of, if it was a friendship, this is the end of that friendship. I'm kind of getting that's what this is saying. Like, this might have been a friendship for a long time that just didn't seem to go into the romantic realm. it went there briefly, but then it kind of like went nowhere. The Death card is saying this friendship is over. If this is hitting, that's what I'm getting for you. Now, you're going forward. I don't feel you being like burdened for long. I feel like it's an unfortunate thing, but it seems like it comes in and out so quick. I feel like it's a friendship that this moment of romance pops in and you're like, this could be something. I never thought it was going to happen. Then it doesn't. But it's in a short window, so you kind of move forward. Because it's not there long enough for you to really dig in and really get, blown away by it. You're not happy about it. You're upset about it. I don't want to negate that. You're definitely upset about it, but you don't hold on to it long enough to really like have you rolling in the gutter about it. You're fine. More opportunities come your way. I feel like this might be one of the reasons like you're bouncing back fairly quick. This didn't pan out. It came in quick. It went quick. You would have liked it. You thought the other person was on the same page. Turns out they weren't. So you're moving on. Other possibilities are here, and you're focusing on that. Now you're listening to your intuition is telling me like, what is that actually saying? Because I'm seeing these cups, and I'm feeling like you're zeroing in on what you actually want. I feel like you're seeing someone you're very attracted to. You got these options, but there's someone you're very attracted to. And I feel like you're just focusing on one person. Yeah? This person is very attractive to you. And I feel like you're going that way. Now, this person, though, I feel like this is different. Like, this is something where the other person, even before it goes to that realm of romance, it's clear they're on the same wavelength as you are. You're there. You're like eye level. It's all good. You're going forward. This other person, that's the person. There's more like this seems like this is a lot more stable. And the romance is there. This goes into that romantic realm. I have to say, I am seeing this Ace of Pentacles. The point of this being here, I really feel like you're being told, like this person, this second person you're coming towards, this person is cementing themselves in. They're going right into the long haul, right off the bat. Like it seems like it's going right there for them. I'm getting this feel like some of you might feel like it's more of like just a dating thing that's starting off. The other person is more establishing roots here. I don't know if you're on the same page, but I feel like you need to know that the other person is establishing roots. So the romance is there, and I feel like there's a very strong physical attraction. This could go on for a while, but the longer it goes on, the more this person is rooting themselves in your life, and they might be very rooted before you realize it. So I feel like the whole point of this reading is like the second one, not the first one, the friend that just didn't seem like it was going to happen, then it did but didn't. It's the second one. Because the second one, you're both on eye level, you're agreeing, let's make this a go. You might be in that very dating first phases, but they're starting right off developing roots and rooting into your life. Just be aware of that. Just be sure you're on that much of the same page, because I feel like where you're on the level is like the attraction. They're wanting to see more of each other, to see where this is going. But where you might not be on the same page is they're putting roots down. They're putting roots down. I'm not sure. That might not be the case for you, because I feel like this person is extremely attractive to you. And you do like their company, you do like them, but you may not be at that point yet where you're ready to put in the roots, just so you're aware of it. Because you're going to see things going forward that you're going to be kind of like, oh, like, whoa, like you're going to get down the road a bit and then realize, wait, when did we buy our car? And how'd this kid get here? One of those things. Just so you know. Anything else? Okay. All right, I'm going to wrap that up there. Thank you for watching. Of course, if you'd like a reading from me, shoot me an email, james4astral@gmail.com, james4astral@gmail.com. Thank you.